Oh, lost the body. It's got tight chassis. Oh. Hey, what's going on, guys? Tony here, CCxRC. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Godzilla motor by Furitek inside of an SCX24 based mini monster truck. We've seen it now under power in the Furitek chassis that they sent me, but this is the first we're seeing one of these motors in an SCX24, which is going to be different because the axles are running worm gear in this where they're not in the Furitek. So there's gear reduction going on with the worm gear, and I can already say I've done some testing with this, and the initial testing was much slower in the Axial based axles than in the Furitek ones. So I've been working with them trying to find ways to make it a little bit faster, and the first thing was changing the pinion gear. So it's now going to come with a 15-tooth pinion gear. It had a 12-tooth in it when I got it, but they will be 15-tooth now. That's as big as you can pretty much get inside of that case unless you want to do some drilling, but even then the size of the motor dictates that, because the screw holes are right there at the edges of it at 15 tooth. So it's about as big as we can get in there. You can see, I'm going to take the top off. This is in the Tiny Titan. You can see the motor tucked up in here in the rear, and it's a nice tight fit right up against the battery tray. You do want to make sure you put your wires on the top side because they would hit the drive shaft under compression otherwise. So it does just barely hit under full compression on the drive shaft. I don't think it's going to be an issue. I haven't seen it to be an issue in my driving with it yet. So I can see a little bit of circle parts there where it's done a little wear into my drive shaft, but not bad at all. Just that little rubbing and hitting there. Possibly I'd look at moving it to the front and flipping it the other way. I don't know if that's going to hit more because of the way that the everything sits in here. It seems like it might be more problematic forward, but it would have been nice for setting my electronics up here because I had to put my ESC. I need to get it with the Lizard Pro. The ESC, your motor plugs right into it instead of into a wire that came off it. So I want to get a wire to extend that, and then I can put it back up here where I normally have it, which is right next to the receiver. No big deals in doing that. I'm running it on 3S because 2S still felt a little sluggish. So Mofo RC has these 3S packs that fit in here great. Will fit even better when I get that moved, but it sits right down on the battery tray still in the back. I will probably, there's a little tab on that battery tray. You can see it here. I'll probably grind that off so it'll sit a little bit more flat since there is room with this, and this will actually keep it in anyway, the back of the chassis, and to let it sit down because it's not sitting in there flat right now. Again, that's because I can't go all the way forward because I'm hitting the ESC, which is right in front of the battery. But that would actually work anyway if I would have just nubbed that, take that little nub off. So I have this filming on my GoPro right now, which I'd rather had on my phone for this, but I wanted to show you guys that Furitek has been working in other ways to improve this. And so I'm going to go into the Furicar app here and show you some of the other settings. So I've changed my startup power to 100, voltage cutoff at 3.2, and a few things there. But the main thing is they've got this new advanced button, and so it's got enable turbo, which I've turned on, and enable boost. And you can do timing boost and your start KRPMs, stop KRPMs. And if you're running their axles, you can set this freewheeling on, but that is not for the worm gear, and it allows it to freewheel a lot easier. So also in here under the settings, you come into your motor type and you can now choose Godzilla in runner, and that is brushless, and that gives you some of these other features and options, throttle curves, all that. And yeah, you can set your punch. I don't have mine all the way up. Maybe that would help with the wheelies. So I did not have my punch all the way up when I've been running it. So that's something I'll look into. I've been running it down at 3, and it's been great for takeoff on that. So yeah, some of these you can fine tune for like the rollout and things like that with the worm gear. But that's what I wanted to show you guys. So with the Furitek axles, when those are available, you can run it on 2S and have as much speed running theirs on 2S as the SCX24 axles give you on 3S. And now I'm running the 14% overdrive in the axles. I know there's a 23%. And I had bought these before Trio came out with that new one. I will say that under the power this time, I actually did break one of the axles up front. So I think I popped the dog bone up there. And yeah, so there's nothing in that drive cup there. So I must have broke that or something. So I'll be doing some replacing there. But I've been bashing this thing and having a total blast with it, guys. I've got a bunch of run footage to show you here, and I'll leave you with that. But backflips, good. It feels like a great amount of speed for in a house and doing little racing in a room like basically like my living room, which isn't huge. And it feels great for that. Again, huge spaces may feel a little bit slow, but it starts getting really skatey if you're going too much power on these tires, and the small footprint that it has. It can get a little bit hard to manage. So it feels like a really good speed now, the way that I have it set up. So I'm pretty excited about it. And the transmission, everything in here, Fitment looks beautiful in the Tiny Titan. Haven't tried it in anything else yet. I'm just getting it in, just working through some of the bugs, working on the new settings and stuff here in the app that they sent me to do upgrades and try and get a little bit more power out of it. But 4,000 kV, it should have plenty of torque for doing wheelies and all that. I think that part of my problem is, one, still don't have my tires glued. Two, my shocks are pretty soft because I only have singles. And I think it's absorbing a lot of that takeoff, whereas the Furitek car had 8 shocks around and they were pretty stiff instead of soft like this. The positives for mine is really cush landings. The negatives are, it does affect like jumping, like I don't get as much pop, but it's all right. It kind of feels really good to me, so I'm leaving it how I have it set for right now. I do want to do 8 shocks around on this, but again, I need to do some work on the little mounts that came with it because I'm running aftermarket axles and they don't really fit. So one other thing I want to point out about this chassis as I'm showing you guys this system in here and how good it looks. Southwest Monster Shop now sells sponsor plates that you can get to put on these and scale it out even more, you guys. Super cool, huh? Let you guys watch some of my run footage to wrap this up. But thanks for tuning in. As always, guys, have fun RCing. Catch you next time. All right, I got my tiny Titan chassis with the Godzilla motor in here. And we're just gonna have a little fun. Living room here. Whoa. Don't have my tires glued. I don't have my body on great right now, so we're just having a little fun. Whoop. Key is not sure what to do with this thing, but it feels like a great in-the-house speed. This is a 3S on the Godzilla motor. There it is. About to lose a wheel. Burn it down. That's fun. Feels like a great speed for in the house like this. You're definitely feeling like you got as much as you need. You can backflip, get some decent air. Nice pop. Oh, wheel came off again. I need to glue it. Oh, lost the body. See that tight chassis. Oh. Baby. It's kind of sticking on there. It's trying. Nice backflips. Good air. Nice pop off these little kickers here. Oh, little bicycle. To a wheel come off. Nice.